Okay. Broadcast up. I don't know about that, but no, stream up. I'll hit Vanquish with the YouTube link.
Did you see this Elon $1 trillion pay package?
No. For Tesla? They're going to pay it?
I mean, okay. The pay package has 12 different levels. Grant just sent it to me, actually. So if Tesla hits certain benchmarks, I guess. So here's the operational milestones, right? It's 20 million Tesla vehicles delivered, 10 million active software users, 1 million bots delivered, 1 million robo-taxis, 50 billion. Jesus. And this pay package at some point makes him $1 trillion. I mean, I would have looked at that and been like, the stock's going down, but this stock is loving it. So Tesla retraced this thing completely. Everybody loves the Friday Fun Day Tesla trade. So I think because it's 0 day and these options expire today, I think, Joe, we can bring some Tesla options into the mix and classify them as 0 day. What do you think? What do you think, Joe?
I love it.
Okay.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is fucking 0 day. And what that means is the time is now. We got a fat gap up here from, well, honestly, we were already gapping up prior to the jobs number coming out. We had sold most of it off. We went red. Jobs number came out, and now we're back up and then some. I have my eyes on Avgo this morning. The fucking thing's up 50 points. And if you look at the other semis, they're not really doing much. So this is very entertaining. Crypto kind of made a move back up yesterday. Crypto's lagging, by the way. And then those China names are gapping up as well. So you get the Baidu, Baba, and all that kind of stuff. And, of course, this news on Tesla, which is not really news, but apparently we're talking about $1 trillion pay package for this guy. Remember, 350 is a problem for her. I'm calling her today because I don't know. I want her to treat me well today. You know what I'm saying? Are we live with the Vanquish guys too, Joe?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube for the first hour today, and we are 45 minutes or so, and then we're live in the main room.
Okay, so shout out to Vanquish. I'm in the Discord, by the way. So if anybody in the Vanquish world wants to talk to me, I'll be in the trader chat. What's going on, everybody? I just sent a shout out in the Discord. So we are live through Vanquish. If anybody doesn't know what Vanquish is, and folks are still trickling in, it's only 9 a.m. here. But if anybody doesn't know what Vanquish is a funded sim that allows you to trade options. Not only does it allow you to trade options, you can sell premium, which for 0 day, and what we're doing here in the 0 day room for St. Lucci, it's a big deal because unfortunately, the reality is not many people have the account size to sell premium. And in 0 day, we sell a lot of premium. We do everything. In 0 day, we trade futures, we sell premium. And then, of course, we trade the indexes, right? The Qs, the SPYs, the SPX. We trade it all. And what a last couple days it's been, Joe, where they shook people out earlier this week, which, by the way, I got shook out of my long-term portfolio. And now we're back to all-time highs. Joe, you told me, you laughed at me when I said we're going back to all-time highs. You fucking laughed at me.
I did.
Joe.
I did.
You laughed. You fucking laughed.
Okay. It's all right. You know, you can't swing 100% all the time. You can't bet 100%. It just doesn't happen.
Well, I just want you to know that I know that you know
that I know. This is the difference between a good trader and a great trader. You know, this is what it is. But we will open up today at all-time highs and some. Right now, I think applied opens like 65.25 ish. Give or take a couple points.
Yeah, exactly. And yesterday, let's talk a little bit about yesterday, Joe. I want you to get us up to speed about what happened yesterday and about the Condor guy that we saw get absolutely demolished, bro.
Yeah, it was nuts. So I'm gonna pull up yesterday's profile here, and so I can see it. But basically, yesterday you had the guy that we call Captain Condor showed back up. He puts on his position. You know, some of the trades are intraday, some are not, but this one in particular he put on the day before, and he bought call spreads or sold call spreads at 64.75 by 80. Well, where the fuck did we finish yesterday? 6,500. So he got absolutely crushed. Now, on top of that, there was people above him, and I don't know if this was him or somebody else, but there was other call spreads that were sold above that, even larger at 64.95/6,500. Where did we close? 65.02. So they got fucking clobbered, right? So everyone on the call side that sold spreads got absolutely demolished. So
yep.
What did they do for today? They did some crazy shit. And what they did was, and I'm gonna show this. This is from our friends over at OD.
This is gonna be ugly because you know what's gonna happen? They're going to open at the same line that Dave Martingale did too, bro.
So look at this shit right here, right? This is gonna be, for those that never seen it, this is just a breakdown right here of customer positioning and zero DT options for today. Okay. This is what they sold. So they sold yesterday at the close 65.35 by 65.40 call spread, and there is 48,000 contracts sitting on there. I'm pretty sure this guy's probably like 40,000 of them. And then on the put side, it's 64.55 by 64.50, and there's again 47,000 sitting on here right now. This is really, really important and super big. Like, I've watched this guy for a year now, and this is one of the bigger size. Once he gets into the 40s, I think this is like the biggest he usually gets. So this is like a Iron Condor, Captain Condor doomsday shit, and we'll see. Problem is 65.35 is where that spread's at, and our implied open right now is 10 points below that. So, that dude's gonna get squeezed just off the open.
This guy is, by the way, this speaks a lot to the writing strategy in general, because Joe, we've seen this guy take down monster money on both sides of the equation every day for probably weeks now. And with writing options, if you get, there's going to be that one or two times where it's possible that you blow out. And you waste or destroy all the gains that you've made, unless your risk management is tight, and unless you got a way to hedge, and unless you're sticking and moving, which, by the way, we don't know. You know,
right?
These guys,
and we assume though, right? Like, we assume that he's playing in between these ranges, but we have no goddamn clue at all.
Right. We don't know. We assume. I mean, if you're big enough to sell a 20,000 lot of some motherfucking spreads, dude, you got to be big enough to hedge it off too. You know,
40K is just it's next level.
Yeah, exactly. So listen, the fact that we're already gapping up, the fact that we had a monster move yesterday, everybody, you know, a lot of short positions got absolutely crushed yesterday. They're going to continue to get crushed today, and then we just rotate. That's what we've been doing. So today, you got a little bit of rotation into some Tesla, into some Avgo, into some other semiconductors. So if you look at Micron, for example, Micron is a fat one here, you know, and you got a lot of these tech names here looking pretty good. Yesterday was IWM with some of the banks. So, you know, Goldman Sachs, all these banks, ran like crazy yesterday. And today, we don't know. It's probably going to be something different. Maybe. And one of the last rotations, by the way, is crypto. So if you look at BTC, it's still trading at 111. It's not even close to those all-time highs. I think we just had a pop here, so it's trading 113 now. Ether just had a pop too. So, you might see some flavor in some of the crypto names. So we'll see where the rotation goes, and we'll see if they can hold this move up. Frankly,
and I want to talk about that too, Luch.
Yeah,
because again, it's JPM and Goldman Sachs, but NFP is usually a big one where they try to telegraph potential outcomes, right, of where we could go based off the number, and they add percentages, and usually they're decent, right? There's usually some type of mechanical bid or sell based off of what they put out. So what's interesting today is based off Goldman's preview of NFP, where we had a 22K on the NFP number. Their expected reaction is down on SPX by 0.75 of a percentage point, right? 0.75%. If you look at JPM, they said below, and it could go anywhere from being positive +25 to negative 75 basis points. If you look at where the Qs are at right now, we're up 1%. We're up 1%. And that was, since the NFP numbers. So what I'd be curious to see is, do they reverse this shit, or do they say we don't give a fuck because now we know we're going to get rate cuts, even though we're at all-time highs, because they're now pricing that in at 100% as of that number, and what happens. So the way I'm looking at this, we're going to get some fireworks this morning.
By the way, Joe, I feel compelled to tell you that when you remember when I capitulated out of all my longs.
Yeah.
And you remember,
I know where you're going with this.
You know where I'm going. And I said to you, now's the time to shoot for an all-time high bid. And you laughed at me. First, I have to make sure we all know that you did laugh at me.
I did.
I bought a 10 lot just kind of jokingly because I just wanted to see, Joe. And would you like to know where it's trading at right now? So check this out. I bought a 6,500, and I'm going to actually paste this. I'm going to paste this in the chat right now. Put it in the motherfucking chat right now. All right, look. And I'm going to put it in the Discord for y'all to see. All right, look, I'm going to put this motherfucker up in the Discord for the Vanquish Herbs to see. Look at that. Look at that line right there, Joe. Look at it. Look at it. And I bought September monthlies, though. Right? I bought a 10 lot at $40 for the 6,500s, and they're going to open at $81. Oh, Joe. Do you know how many times we've seen this happen, Joe? This is what's so upsetting, though, for me. Do you know how many times we've seen us wash everybody out, and then we go to all-time highs? How many times have we seen this in the last 2 years, Joe? I'm not asking you for a real number. I just want you to know where I'm going with this shit.
I know where you're going with it, and that's okay. I'll wear it. I wear it.
God damn, son. And you'd think we'd get smarter. You know what I mean? God, I'm honestly so mad at myself right now because I literally could have just tripled this account on Google and SPX alone, Joe. But you know what? You know what my problem is? I listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I listen. That's what my problem.
Well, listen. Okay, think about it from my perspective. You did what you did. You lost you're in your head.
Yes.
You're fucking pissed off. You, in my eyes, were like, I'm gonna revenge trade this motherfucker back to all time highs. And now imagine you were wrong.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Imagine
that was my thought process. Wrong. What would happen if you were wrong? Let's say we didn't go to all-time highs. What happens? Now you're down double.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
I mean, if I was,
just looking at the other way, looking at it the other side. But hey, you couldn't resist yourself. You got yourself a feeler 10 lot. So and that looks pretty. Damn, that looks good.
Do you think I should hold it? Why the fuck am I asking you?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. That's the difference between a good trader and a great trader is the ability to hold. So where do you think we're going? 7,250? Then hold your goddamn contract.
Yo, what did Tom Lee say? I refer to Tom Lee anytime we're talking about
Tom Lee, dude.
All-time highs. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, for folks just joining us right now, we are live on YouTube here. And we got a stream here going on for the Vanquish community here. Shout out to Vanquish. It is a funded sim here, specifically for options traders. And as you know, me and Joe here, we fucking love options. This is what we do, baby. This is what we do. Okay? Yeah. We eat options for motherfucking breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. We eat them in our dream. Okay? This is what we do. So, of course, who would be the right person to get behind such a system? And now, yo, the AC Joe is fucked in the office, so it's hot as shit. It's summertime. And I got this fan. Look at this fan that I put right here. You see that fan in the back right there? Can you see that?
Yeah. It's just blowing on you. What has he got in his hand? Your boy.
He got an umbrella.
Oh, I thought that was something else from before. I was like, what is this dude doing? You guys going to the range later? Oh, shit.
Oh, you thought he had some golf clubs. Me too.
No, I thought he had a gun. I was like, wait, what the hell's that?
Yo,
it's an umbrella.
You gotta start coming in earlier, man. You're a small cap trader now, son. You gotta start waking up at 4 a.m. checking for locates, bro. You need to change your lifestyle, bro.
I would have represented the team though. I called up because I got people working at the house. Your dad's already pissed off at me.
Okay. Game day, GG. Let's go.
So, let me double check this. So one thing that we're doing right now too with Vanquish, just so everybody knows, if you guys head over to steamroom.trade/Vanquish, I'll put it here at the bottom. They're doing a save 50% off your first month, and you get a free reset code, which is huge. It's basically like you're getting 2 accounts for, I don't know, basically 75% off, I guess, if I did shitty quick math in my head. So pretty disgusting deal. There are partners who we use inside of the room for those that are getting new to selling premium from the intraday side of things, especially on the zero DTs, which is what Lucci and I focus on. So steamroom.trade/Vanquish. Use code ZERODAY and check them out. We'll show the platform here in a little bit too. Once we get moving.
Yeah, you would have lost your money. We played poker in here last night, Joe.
Played poker?
Yeah, we had an 8-person game last night. It was pretty fun, actually.
What was the buy-in?
About $1,000 or so. I won like $1,500. But Kevin won $1,000. But he was down. He was down a good bit, man. Yo, Joe, I cleaned up though on fucking Amanda, the girl who was playing Osaka. The live betting, Joe.
Oh yeah.
So intense, bro. So intense, dude.
Dude, Luch, we've done some really degen shit betting live.
Well, look at us. We're about to trade 0 days.
Dude, hold on, Luch. You'll love this. So there was a way there at one point I was sitting at a bar with one of my buddies last year, and we were betting on what we thought the next pitch would be from a pitcher on MLB Live.
Oh,
that's what we were betting on.
That's peak. That's
peak degeneracy.
That's peak degeneracy right there. I'm not even that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Or the best trades were if a golfer was going to hit the fairway off their tee shot. Like they stopped putting those bets out though because I think people were making too much money. But anyways,
okay. So what I like to do when I get started, okay? Number one, we take a look at what the expected open is. By the way, Joe, do we have an expected move range for today?
Let me grab it for you.
Do we have some kind of
straddle? Expected move for today was 44 points. Let me check 44. What the current straddle is, though, given this move here. It 44. Is 25 points already.
25 points. That's it. That's kind of small. That's kind of tight. Yeah. But then again, you got to remember, yesterday was a big day. Today's going to be a little bit difficult because now you're going to have longs that didn't get in yesterday that are going to chase, and then you're going to have people taking profit, and then you're going to have all kinds of different things going on. However, we still have a bullish tone here, and chances are we continue higher. But it ain't going to be as clean as yesterday's action, which was, by the way, the trend fucking day that everybody was waiting for. And I, of course, fucking missed it. So what I want to do is get SPX at the money's up. So basically I get Qs and SPX up for at the monies. So that's basically my scalp trading. So if I want to take a 5-point move on SPY or something like that, or Qs, I have those up to trade. And then I want to get my spreads up. And of course, we already know what spreads we're going to look at here because Joe already posted our Iron Condor, man. And by the way, why don't we say again what lines they're on? They're on the 65.35. And what is it on the bottom side?
Yeah, so they're on the 65.35 by 40 call spreads that they sold, and 64.55 by 50.
Right, and 64.50. Yeah.
Yeah, each is about 48,000 contracts. And for context, for people with that, the typical condor that this guy usually in is like 8 to 10, and then when it gets bad, he goes up to like 15 to 20. Like this is what we call, like, I think it's a level 5, maybe a level 6, and that's what we just internally classify it based off his size, which means he's lost 4 times prior to get to this point.
By the way, Joe, it's pertinent for us to have the conversation that people think folks with larger money are different and have better risk management.
Yeah, no.
And we are watching in real time a guy capitulate, double size, and continue on the same trade to get back and to make back what he lost. Okay. So this is a lesson here for all of y'all who think that, folks trade differently or whatever when they have more money and all this kind of stuff. It's just a different game for them, but they still have the same damn emotional makeup, mental issues, and blah, blah, blah that you guys have. The difference is they got a little bit more cheddar, Now, if this guy gets hit again.
Oh, this might be the end of it.
If this guy gets hit again.
It might be the end of it, dude.
And what I'd like to see, Joe, is if real time we could see him covering.
So we can. That's the thing. But he doesn't.
But he just doesn't.
He doesn't. That's why he martingales. That's why you're starting to see the size, is he doesn't close out any of it. He just holds it, which is why I'm still convinced there's intraday trading being, he's using these levels to manipulate the market. But
plus he's only a 5-point spread. It's not like this guy's dangling out there on a 20-point spread.
No, but it's still just crazy risk. Like, I'm gonna have to find out what this one is, but he's probably risking, I think he got like $1.85 given the IV, so, or $1.80, something like that. So he's probably risking what, $10 million if not more, to make a quarter of that.
Right. Okay. Another thing that I want to mention is that the tools that we use here to analyze all this, to get all this data, we've compiled very nicely for you inside the Zero-Day room. So for the folks that are watching here on YouTube, this is the new thing that we've developed here that Joe and I have spent a lot of time working on. We're very proud of it. I am using it every day. This is all I'm doing. And I'm convinced here this is going to be my next, my bread and butter here, basically for, the next couple of years. And this is going to be my strat. So if anybody's interested, again, Joe, do we have some promos here for Zero-Day?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously what we're doing this stream here with Vanquish, which is a big part of what we do inside of the room. But what we're doing too is we've launched our Zero-Day product, as Lucci kind of mentioned. We're focused purely on 0DTs, index, futures trading. Right now our promotion is your first month of 50% off. Use code Zero-Day, use code launch. Either or will work for your first month being 50% off. Head over to steamroom.trade/0day. I'll flash it here at the bottom. To join up. We got so much information in here that, in all honesty, giving this away for $99 a month, or for this month $50, seems absolutely criminal. But that's what we're doing. We're trying to get people in here, trying to get them to understand how we look at the markets and how we trade it, and stop people from blowing their shit up so much, because there's so much money to be made just on an intraday basis, let alone, on the swing side.
Bingo. Okay. So, 10 minutes here to the open. Market is still printing highs, okay? And our ADD, by the way, we look at a lot of breadth here. specifically on certain names too, because as you know, there's only certain names that move the whole market. You know, if you got fucking Nvidia and all this kind of stuff going higher, chances are the market's going higher. Now, we are going to add Tesla to our 0-day arsenal today. Why? Because the options expire today, and it's motherfucking Friday. It's Friday, baby. It's Lotto Friday. It is 0-day. It is all that. Okay? So we're going to add in Tesla because Tesla is putting in some magic here. And again, if you get a move over 350 on Tesla today, and they just decide to go, and you start to see the options flow piling in, and let's say they buy 360s and they keep going with it, this thing could have a 20-point day up, and we make some serious fucking money here. Again, just throwing it out there. Okay. That's going to be a name that we watch. The Avgo, frankly, I mean, Joe, I got to just.
I haven't even looked. I need to look at it now.
You got to look at this thing.
I got to look at it. Oh, shit. It's not even showing the pre-market prices. That's because it's way up there. Where's Ron? I thought Ron was long this sucker. I know I could see Ron's typing. I thought Ron was in this shit. Girl Trader, no. Only works. It's really just an NQ/Qs tool. I let it go on SPX just out of ease. It won't even run, actually. Damn, 350, Lucci. This is disgusting. Ron, do you got equity in this or you got calls?
Okay. Bitcoin Tina, just OpenAI to launch. What is this? OpenAI to launch its first AI chip in 2026 with Broadcom. Oh.
Look at Ron. What an asshole. You see this shit? Ron, are you long Avgo? He goes, I've been long since 2009. It's the largest position in my portfolio. I hate him, but I love him at the same time. He's been long since the stock was $2. Ron's buying drinks. He's up a couple million already this morning. So
on that Avgo, right?
Yeah, he said he's owned the stock since it came out and IPO'd.
Yeah.
All right, before we get going, I want to kind of show everybody here the Vanquish platform real quick. 4 minutes before or 5 minutes before we open. Okay, so this is the Vanquish Trader platform. I have one of the $150,000 advanced trading options trading platforms here. It's super intuitive. Obviously, you guys can see your different charts on your side. Options chain across the board. Obviously, mine is saved to butterflies because that's what I do a lot of. But easily could do singles, get long, get short on whatever you want for SPX options. You know, the beauty of what we do in here and what Lucci does is he's selling the vertical spreads on both sides throughout the day. You know, going 15, 20 wide in total, but super easy platform. You know, if I wanted to go and take this particular spread, easy enough as clicking a button, pops up, pick my quantity, confirm and send. Limit orders, market orders, all the same stuff. Super fast, works really quickly. It's easy to get in easy to get in and out. Even adding a flatten all button at the top, which is sick. That wasn't here like a couple days ago. So I'm excited for that as well. But we'll take some trades with this. I'll put up 0 day for now.
Okay. Okay. Let me kill this chat I got going on here and get focused. Okay.
Get focused.
All right. So I got Tesla up on the radar.
You got Tesla up. Here. I'm looking at the Russell today with this potential risk on sentiment that we were talking about yesterday.
Yep.
So I'm going to pull up RTY for my end. And then obviously on Vanquish, I'm going to pull up some of these spreads that we're looking at, Lucci. I might go a little bit above where Condor Man is, though, just for safety.
Yeah, I think all. Yeah, exactly. I have spreads queued up. So basically, my game, guys. So just so you understand, is I wait for volatility squeezes off fast program movement, fast activity in the market, and then I fade it on the volatility spikes when you have an option that, let's say, goes from $1 to $4, and then the tape just kind of slows down. Now, past 2 days though, we've just kind of been melting up. And that creates a different kind of situation where you just want to sit on the sell put side if you're selling premium. Okay. Now today might be different. We'll see. Obviously, we know Condor Man is sitting there fucking 65.35.
We're gonna open on his ass. We're gonna be just below it.
This guy's gonna be crying.
Right now, implied open is about 65.30 is unless we sell here.
This guy's already crying. You know,
the thing is, Lucci, with this size, and I'll have to go find the stats. I think he's like 8 for 9 on it hitting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy.
So that's a really good stat for us for selling the premium, right? Because these levels just become, there's just so much there, so much potential resistance. But you got to see how far that pushes out. Given, remember, guys, these are only 5-point spreads, right? So the difference, without nerding out here with Lucci, and the delta of it is minuscule. So we're looking at these for like resistance levels. And then once they get it, if we get above them, then they become support like it was yesterday. Yesterday, he became support, which sucks because that's not what he wants.
Right. And my goal, by the way, guys, and throughout the whole day, I aim for about 10 grand to about 30 grand. And all I'm doing is waiting for program activity on the indexes to fade or play the reversal on. And then we just kind of get a read on the day of what's going on and then play as such. Of course, if we're trending, I'll stick to one side versus the other, blah, 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 blah. You guys will kind of see it. Anybody who wants the full live stream all day, you know what you got to do. Avgo now just hit 357. And if you look at the size on the bid, you won't believe it. Fucking thing is nuts, man. Oh my God.
I need to get some caffeine, so I'll be right back.
I couldn't help it. I started a short on Avgo. Nobody follow me. I gotta take it. All right. I gotta fucking take it. I got 200 shares short. I'm really gonna see what happens here. Okay. So we open. Somebody just texted me. I know who it is. Somebody just texted me just saying this is so stupid to short Avgo. Okay, I just got 4 points here on Avgo. Oh, it was so stupid, huh? All right, let me get out. All right, I took 4 points on 200 shares on Avgo. You're so stupid. Tesla here 350. Tesla here 350. Oh boy. Oh boy. GG. Shoot already? I think we're going to have to chase this. I don't think they're going to let anybody in. If today is the day, they're not going to let anybody in. We got to shoot. I'm going to take 50 for now. See if they hold this. See if they hold this. Nope. Oh, yeah. GG, I think we got to shoot, man. I got 100.
Now, for the new folks in our room that have joined over the last couple days, again, off the open, if me and Lucci are doing anything, these aren't our strategies that we do. We usually wait. We want to see what the market shakes out. Anything that happens off the open is typically, more so gambling or field trading. So sit in the pocket, wait for our levels to show up, walls to shake out, and our commentary, obviously.
GG, they're fucking with the options, man. They're overpriced to begin with, so they're bringing the preem down. This is weird, man. I just got 2 points, and I'm not even up on the fucking option. By the way, I'm yelling, guys, because my boy's down the hall in his fucking office.
All right, I'm watching the Russell here.
Unless my options are delayed, bro. My shit might be delayed, yo. Oh, my shit is delayed, man. That's what's going on. Oh, motherfuck.
Damn. Don, you looking at the shit? Yeah, you see this thing? Fucking just go.
Fuck. Wait, what are you looking at?
The Russell.
So banks are moving then?
It's IWM.
All right. All right. Let's take a look at spreads on SPX. Okay. That's very important for us to take a look at here.
Yeah, it's what? The 6550s are trading $3, 3.8 bid here, Luch.
My God, this guy is so underwater.
Let me go find out what exactly he paid for these. I want to know how much he's underwater out of curiosity.
The 35s are trading about like $7 right now, which, by the way, is exactly what they were trading on the last spread that we opened up at the money for him. They cut out all of it and then brought it back. You remember the last 20 minutes of the day.
So on the call side, he got, talking about the 35s, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the 35s, they were 5.45 and the 40s were 4.3. What are the 35s right now?
Which ones?
What were the 35s? What's the price?
The 35s are at $8.50 right now.
Okay, so he's down $3 right now on that.
Right, which was what in dollars? That's what, $1 million and change.
Yeah. Again, he's spread on the other side, so it's tight. I mean, he collected about $1.15 on that side. So that's what he cares about, is what the IV does and how much it comes off. Fucking cues are coming in here.
All right, this would be the dip buy on the Tesla if you guys do like it. My quotes are all fucking stuffed here, though. My quotes are all stuffed. I got nothing. I'm up $1,000. I went break even on Tesla. No spread trading for me yet because, again, market's establishing a range. There's no spike in vol yet. So I just kind of want to wait for this to work itself out. Okay. Let's take a look at our ADDs here. Where do they open up? We got high ADDs across the board. So that's also going to add to, by the way, you would have figured we would have had these numbers yesterday. You know what I'm saying? When we trended higher. But we didn't. Nice comeback on the Tesla. Computer crash for the win for Mitch. Okay. Shout out to Vanquish here. What are you guys up to? I wouldn't take any directionals here yet, but I am definitely more bullish than anything. Let's take a look at that. Avgo 348. Meta looks good. So if you look at some of these fat man names, you want to start to see, by the way, guys, we have what's called a fat man indicator. That's your chart to the left of the VIX. So what you're seeing on the bottom of the SPX main chart is you're seeing our fat man indicator, you're seeing the VIX, and then you're seeing our ADDs. We watch the fat man because we want to know what the big tech names are doing. And remember, this is all intraday. So the intraday changes are the most important for us. NVIDIA and AMD, yeah, man, they smoked them. Long-term idea for me is fucking short this PLTR, but I want a good cost. I want like 170.
Yo, Don, Tyler, all the people that stare at the shit. Go look at your charm map. Tell me what the difference is. Man, what you typically see in the morning. Look at the values. Exactly, Don. Exactly. Look at the values. Usually don't get that kind of value this early. Still like not a crazy number, but usually we're sitting at like 1, 2. We're at 19 right now. Damn, Big Don calling out Microsoft. Microsoft getting crushed. Right now, program buying is in healthcare and consumer staples. Yeah, XLP is moving. Same with XLV.
Guys, as you can see here, I haven't shot. I will share my screen in a second. Actually, I'll just share my screen right now just so you guys can see what I have. We'll just have it up and ready. I'll just share P&L here. Okay, this is one account here. I mean, this is already there. It doesn't matter if you guys have my account number anyway. As you can see, I only have a 5 lot of this Tesla right now. That's it. Joe, you want to take back main screen?
Yeah.
Once I put some positions on, I'll start to share. Once the tighter ranges we have, guys, the less trading that I'm doing. Because again, I want to trade these ranges here, or assume that this is a trend day up and start selling puts. The problem is it's only fucking 940. If you start selling puts and we have a program down, you're fucked. But that might be the move. We are almost at highs here.
Bounce here on the Qs.
If I were to sell puts, I would sell, what are we trading? I would sell the 6500s, but that's too close. Too close to the money. You're really not getting much premium on the put side to sell. So from a risk perspective, it's kind of eh. GG. All right. PAPL, Pineapple Financial. That's what the fucking name of the company is? Pineapple Financial? Mike, you trading this stupid thing? PAPL. It's called Pineapple Financial.
What is that?
I don't fucking know. Some trash over here. Let's go, GG. Let's go, GG.
Papple? It's a piece of shit. What kind of crypto treasury did they announce?
I don't know, but did you see they're going to crack down on some of that shit?
Shit. Yeah, I know. I was the one that told you.
Oh, you were the one that told me.
Yeah.
GG, what are we doing here? Let's just hold it. Fuck it. Let's just hold it. I only got a 75 lot. I should get fucking 1,000 of this Tesla.
Where's Roman? What's Roman doing with the Tesla?
354. She's still going. She's still going. Oh
Papple.
my God.
Don't send that.
Yo, this would be where to take some off. I'm going to take a little bit off here. Just a little bit. I took a little bit off. I'm going to add.
All right. Let's see if they've layered.
Mitch.
He's got you there, though.
I remember, like, we're on stream with the Vanquish people. You know, these motherfucking DJs here, they want some action, all right? You're absolutely right, Mitch. Thank you, you fucking asshole.
I love it.
But it's Pineapple Financial, bro. Like a fucking Pineapple Financial. Air, listen, today might be the day we have to chase, bro. Today might be the day. I have a 50 lot left of Tesla. By the way, why don't we go ahead and add back my screen here so you guys can see. So what do I got? You got, man, you know what? I'm going to show my positions instead. That way, this is cleaner. Hold on, guys. All right, market here just dumped out. I don't know where these fucking positions are, man. I don't know. Joe, can you share back the other screen? There we go. All right. Anyways, where are we at on ADDs? ADD still holding, which to me still is, I'm leaning towards another trend kind of situation day.
Just chop it on SPX right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want to.
Candles.
I haven't taken any 0-day trades yet on the futures.
I sold
on the index.
I sold some calls above on Vanquish. Actually, I could show you guys what that looks like. Right now they're preeming out. I'm up $1.40 on the calls.
Oh, nice, nice. Because you finally got your pull right here. Are you going to take that off?
I think I probably should. Yeah, we can do it together, team.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so here's the Vanquish trader. Obviously, on the bottom here, you guys can see my position. Again, it's a little, 2 lots, sold some calls above off the open ahead of the gamma levels. Set a market order, confirm and send. We're out. That's it. Quick little profit.
Nice job. Nice job.
Done for the day, but see how easy that was. That's why it's the beauty of the Vanquish. It's the only place you're gonna be able to sell, and collect premium this quickly. And again, for the way our strats work, again, that was a little bit more risk than we usually take, doing it this early. But
yeah,
that's the type of strategies that we're doing in here. Not just directional bias trades, which is what I primarily do. Lucci's in here selling premium all day long, just collecting the shekels.
Yep.
Well, your shekels is fucking $30,000 days, but
100%, 100%. And guys, the course of a 0-day is all day. You know what I'm saying? You have to assess ranges. You have to assess all these things and get a feel for the tape and get a feel for where everything is. So, so those calls, for example, that the guy is fucking stuck on, those 35s. So right now, if you look at those, he's getting a little bit of a breather right now. And it's 65.35. So they're trading about 650. And at the highs, they opened at about 850. You know what I'm saying? So he's getting a little bit of a breather. Now, if we go even further out, those 50s. Actually, Joe, can we get an update on positioning there?
Yeah. So not much, nothing's changed, obviously. He's just gonna dominate the profile. But what I want to see and what we look for now is the added spreads in between the condor, right? Like, are we up here? Are they adding above? Are they not? Are they adding to the same lines? Are they starting to cover? But the good thing is we know that this guy in particular has got 40,000 contracts. So if it does start to come off, but it doesn't get below 40, then he's still a player sitting on this. And my guess is he doesn't sell shit. But he's sweating.
He's sweating. Oh, for sure. The motherfucker's sweating. By the way, all in this type of market, most of the dip buys, especially if you get a program down, they're going to come back and bid it, just like they did here, and we're already back to highs. So selling the call premium, you have to do it strategically.
See how fast I got out, right?
And you have to get out. You have to get out. If Joe held that, he'd be fucked. He'd be screwed.
Yep. In and out, stick and move.
Stick and move, guys. Stick and move. So
on the whole thing is get comfortable with the little size first. Don't just you got to realize the percentages that you're getting, because if you look at Lucci, you see that he's got a $30,000 day. Well, yeah, he had the size to take it off at a 30, 40, 50% win. Meanwhile, the rest of you guys are sitting here like, I want 90% because that's how I make $100.
And you hold, and you hold
and you get killed.
And you get killed. and you get fucking crushed.
So again, if you guys are interested in doing stuff like I just did, and you don't have the account size to be selling premium, try out Vanquish, steamroom.trade/Vanquish. 50% off right now. Free reset code. Use code ZERODAY.
Yo, that Avgo
take that
store
account and bring it to the 0 day room with me and Lucci.
Joe, that Avgo short was a fucking monster, bro. Tesla highs.
It's still in it?
Of course, I'm still in Tesla.
No. Avgo. Did you cover it?
Yeah, man, of course, because I had people hating on me in the motherfucking DMs, bro. Why do I listen to these motherfuckers, man? Even yo ass, man. Why do I listen to yo ass?
Listen, the worst thing that could have ever happened was if you were wrong about this all time, and then that would have been bad. I'm trying to keep you in the pocket.
That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do.
That's right. I'm trying to keep you at the table.
Fuck out of here. By the way, I'm going to sell half of that swing position. Fucking made half of that shit.
Yeah, so I've taken no directional trades outside of what I did earlier. For those that weren't on the stream or that are not in our room, I shorted part of the NFP stuff. I have no other directional trades outside of that so far. There's definitely some range, but I feel like I'm guessing right now. So
yo, Kevin just literally just blew my mind. I wasn't even thinking about it. He's selling the puts on fucking Tesla instead of going long and saying it's an easier trade, and he's absolutely fucking right. All I have to do is sell these puts, and I can fucking sell as many as I want to. All right, let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna
sell. Fat candle down here. Fat candle down.
That's what we want. That is what we want.
Straight down to the low.
Man, I kind of want to buy this.
What did they just sell? I don't see any news that has popped up, at least on my feed here.
No, I kind of want to buy. I want to get ready to buy this though.
Fuck. I need to be quicker than that.
That was some serious speed there, though.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the VIX. There you go. There you go. Someone put on a hedge for sure. There's a fat VIX pop.
There you go. That makes sense.
Vol's cheap. People are under hedged, so
that makes sense.
Damn, that's a gross VIX. That's a whole point, dude.
Yeah.
In one candle.
Yeah, bro. Impressive.
But if you pay attention to the 9-day, the 9-day didn't really move that much.
Yeah, I think we bid this right back up. But I don't have anything on yet, but I would like to entertain a possible short put maybe.
When you say QQQ moving into negative GEX, Chris, what do you mean? Just you're new, so I'm trying to understand what you are looking at when you say the word negative GEX.
Yeah, guys, Christopher, remember what you're coming in here for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks, even the people who sell the gamma tools, they don't
know what the fuck they're looking at.
They don't even understand it, right? So once people start talking lingo about GEX, me and Joe kind of get triggered because we don't want you guys reading this in a way that's going to prevent you from the gains that we can provide from having the right look to this stuff. Okay, so a lot of people use GEX in the fucking wrong way.
Damn, look at they brought the VIX right back down. That's a weird ass candle. Weird ass candle. And it's okay, Christopher. You can respond to me. We're not gonna slap you across the face. I'm genuinely trying to understand what you mean by that. Just so I can see where your head goes when you say the word negative GEX.
Can somebody give me a quote on the Tesla 350 options? I got nothing here. I'm stuck. Fucking Daz. Calls. ¿Cuánto? 640? Diablo.
Ron, are you listening? Where's Ronald?
Ronald.
I want you to be. I want you to be proud of me. I'm about to go for my 4th roll on BE. I would like a gold star, please.
Plus 12 on the Fat Man here. Okay, guys, we're coming up on some Q levels, the GEX levels. And then also SPX wallet 6,500 has kind of gotten soft here. So they might try to pressure people through this and then just rip right back. We've seen that happen a lot recently.
Okay, so Christopher is saying, looking at the overall GEX by volume, just keeping an eye on above or below zero gamma environment. Okay, so there is no such thing as a negative or positive gamma environment based off of volume, just volume alone. You need to know what side of them they are on, like if they sold it, if they didn't, because the only way you get negative gamma is if the dealers themselves are short something, right? So that would mean the customer is long something. Just by looking at the volume, you don't get that information, right? You can get areas of interest on a put wall and a call wall, which is what we have on the GEX ray, but there is no such thing as like, now we're in negative gamma, so now dealers are trading with price. That doesn't exist just by looking at volume. Now, you can get a tell from the net GEX on the bottom of our charts if it's, you know, more puts versus more calls, for sure. But don't get in the habit of looking at a zero gamma line on a naive GEX chart and thinking that we've gone into a position where dealers now are trading with you instead of against you. It's not how it works.
Now, everybody, what I'd like you to do is raise your hand if you understood what the fuck he just said. And actually raise your hand if you didn't understand a word that he just said.
I tried to say that really, really.
Raise your hand.
Chill.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you understand or didn't understand?
I don't have a fucking clue what that motherfucker just said.
AI agent understood. Air. Unless these people didn't. Yeah, we need to do something about this. It's so important.
So y'all are over here trying to decipher something that even the fucking experts can't even decipher. You know?
No, I can decipher it. It's just like teaching people how to trade it is a little bit tougher.
Right.
But just understand this simple concept for those of what I just said. If you're in a negative gamma environment, dealers are trading with price. If you're in a positive gamma environment, dealers are trading against price. So the speed of things changes.
Exactly.
So and if that's positive, we're slower. If it's negative, we are faster.
We're faster.
But there is no direction from gamma, which is the biggest misconception that people think.
Exactly.
Gamma is not directional. Does it give you key levels to play off of? Yes. Are there dealer hedging dynamics that get super nitty gritty? Yes. But the only way you're going to know what environment you're in is if you have legitimately signed data that tells you where the dealers are at. That's it. So what he was talking about is he's looking at volume. He says when net GEX is, more than it's more negative than positive, that we're in a negative gamma environment. That's not the case. It's not how it works.
I still like the long here. It's just they got a little bit of a bid on VIX here.
And Christopher, what you're saying, yes, that actually is a signal that you could, look at, right? Something I look at is when it flips. And what I'm looking there is not necessarily from the environment we're in, but more so puts are outpacing calls. That's the take for that. AI agent in YouTube chat. Yes. Good job. Anywho, basically we're just chopping around, which is not kind of expected, I guess. Lucci, you haven't done anything from a 0-day strat yet.
I sold some puts. I actually just sold some puts to start, just to see if I could sell some vol up here. But honestly, Joe, this looks like it might just lean on the downside here for a little bit. and give that other guy like a nice. That other guy's getting a nice break on this, man.
Yeah, he's getting a break now.
He's getting a break, bro.
And again, I'm pretty sure he's like 8 for 9 when he has this kind of size, which is it helps us understand how much resistance kind of is above. I mean, it's a lot, but
yeah, it's also the second day after a fucking trend day. What are the chances that you have?
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, we are sitting with what was expected from JP Morgan off of NFP. Right. They said a quarter point up or 25 basis points up or 75 basis points down. We are still in that range.
Right.
Nah, Chris, you're good, dude. Like the thing is if you're thinking or saying it and then you type it and then other people read it and they go, oh shit. Right. And then I just have to make sure that people actually understand what we're talking about. That's all.
Okay. I
sell there.
I want the long, but it looks like just a bleed here. So I don't know where the low is going to come in. Notice
definitely some selling picking up here on ES futures.
Yep.
I mean, the way I'm looking at this now, Luch, is if I'm going to do some of these directional trades, I'm probably going to be in and out in 10 seconds.
You're going to have to be in and out fast for sure, bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm not going to tell people what I'm doing, but.
Okay, I went ahead and sold a couple of more puts there. Nothing crazy.
It's a lot. This is much more candle scalping than anything else.
Yep.
So if you guys aren't used to candle scalping and have never done this, don't.
A lot different than yesterday's tape, of course. Every day is different. That's why there's things to figure out. There's a puzzle to figure out every single day. And that's what we do here in 0 day. Don is talking about that gold. Gold is back to all-time highs. That shit is nuts, yo. That shit is
down. The 65.45s toast. Yeah, what are the ones that I sold? Probably nothing now. I sold the 65.50s. Yeah, those 50s are down to $1. When I sold them, they were $3.80. Crushed the premium.
Yeah, we're still leaning on the downside here.
Yeah, nice trade, Brown Man. Brown Man just took puts from 6.7 to 1.13, and he's got runners. Attaboy.
Yeah, I think you got to keep some runners here. I think you definitely got to keep some runners here.
Andrew Morrow, do you curious, do you use the first 30 seconds as your opening range and chart that? Just curious.
I've been adding to Tesla on the dips, and we just got another spike back up, so this one's looking pretty good.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. I was curious. I marked the opening 30 minutes. That's why I was like, some people I know do 30 seconds, but I really thought that was nutty.
I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Very nice. I do that as well, Andrew, on top of my PA. I do a little bit of both. Rar asking, what do you think of a reversal here? I am not in the business of trying to guess unless there's a clear picture from a dealer perspective. What I prefer is mean reverting candle trades for scalps, or using the dealer profile to, take flies or low risk call and put spreads. Right now, despite where we're at with ADD, ADDQs, I'm still leaning on the downside until I see some type of bid inside of the ES futures.
Okay.
Yeah, Don, I'm looking for the next update here to see where we're at. Once we get the next update, I'll post this for you guys. You can see it. It looks like there are some sold put spreads that are in here now.
We're going lower. I think we're going lower.
Yeah. All right. So they sold the 6470 by 6465 put spreads now. Good call out, Don.
Oh, so they moved up on those.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
The put sells. And again, because this was a comment yesterday, just because somebody sold them does not mean we don't go through them or to them.
Thank you. Amen.
So don't just like assume that a big player put the shit on and then they know something better than us. No, to be honest, this guy's a degen fucking gambler, but we can take advantage of it.
Exactly. And how do we take advantage of it? This is what we do in the 0 day. I watch that line and I wait for the premium to spike up on that line. So that's when basically everybody feels fearful. They feel like, oh my God, we got to buy this line. It's going through. And then we have a massive bounce out of fucking nowhere that, completely strangles everybody. So that's my bread and butter.
Here's our heat maps for the people in the 0 day room. Because it looks like you guys are starting to like the colors.
Oh,
it's like a rainbow. It's like a rainbow. Can you give some context about how you find market direction, please? Okay. If we're talking trend days are usually people find them in hindsight. However, if you look at like internals, and we have a couple ways that we look at them in the room with some of our moving averages and the dealer profile, when we get these gamma magnets, that's how we can take some low risk, high reward trades. If you guys were in the room 2 days ago, we took crazy lotto tickets based off of dealer profile where we got that big ramp end of day, which was huge. That's where we are taking a educated guess based off the information that we have with a higher chance of it hitting. Days like this, I guess a lot of this becomes feel with the internals and what the expectation is, and then whatever the gamma map is telling us. Like if you've noticed yesterday, they sold people off, bought it back. If you pay attention to Monday and use Lucci as an example, they killed him and then bid everything right back up. So tell me how anybody could tell you directionally where we're going to end up going. So that's what we do intraday here is if we see a setup that makes sense for us to get direction, we do it. But what we're focusing on is either selling premium on vol spikes or take directional bets for scalps. And when we're talking scalps, we're talking a candle, 2 candles, and then you're leaving runners for a bigger move. You'll see it. The more time you spend here, the more you'll see it. Bruce is asking why you're not reading YouTube chat, Lucci. The biggest mistake, Rar, that people probably make in this damn game is the fact that they develop a bias on where we're going to go, and then they tell you what's going to happen, and then they get absolutely fucked, and then you get fucked in the process. But like right now, Lucci and I have the bias to go lower. Why? The tape is telling you that. The tape It's telling you we're going to go lower. Now that's an art in and of itself, but it is telling you that until they flip this, that we kind of go lower.
Okay, we did just hit the CMA, and again, Qs are trading under that put wall. Notice the ADD. The ADD has changed significantly on both sides, so that's also a change in tape as well. All right, so you know, I think we just bleed. We're in a situation where we just bleed down, similar to yesterday's action on the upside, except just reverse.
Yeah, and a level to watch here, which is much more of a longer term level, is 6,500. Right, that's a psychological level, and it also puts you at unch on the day. So they take us unch. It's something to look out for. And then you also have the overnight, you know, pre-market low from that NFP candle, not too far from here either.
Yeah, we're almost there.
So if you like those types of gap trades, 6,500 is probably not a bad spot to potentially look for some sort of long. Yeah, AI agent. I like that area, honestly, from the YouTube chat. But I'm looking for this initial fill on the gap here on SPX. Qs have a ways to go, though.
Remember, the guy who martingaled this shit, he ain't looking that bad now.
No, he's looking good.
He ain't looking that bad now.
So for those that are in the 0-day room with us too that have seen me post this before, I want you guys to notice something, because this kind of shows you visually how ridiculous this size actually is.
Okay, get ready. SPX looking like it wants to fucking put in a candle.
Let's see what it does here first, then I'll talk about it, because we're getting to an area I'm interested in.
Yeah, this is a spot. It's still green here. And if you notice, VIX is slowly trending higher. This Tesla is done. Everybody threw in the towel on the Tesla, guys.
Martingaling is a betting strat, David. It's where you double every time you lose. So think of it as if you're a roulette table, you bet on red every single time and red loses, and you had $100 down, the next bet's 200. Then you lose that, next bet's 400, so on and so forth. Yeah, I basically just degen shit. So on this chart that I posted inside the room, if you guys notice those strikes above the 6450, those two red lines above the 6450, you have those big lines there, which is the initial condor. Those two lines that are above, those are still like 10, 12,000 contracts. On previous days when I've shown that, those lines have been monstrously big and large, and you guys have seen them. And it looks like nothing in comparison to the other condor that's sitting below, or the sold put spread below. That shows you how much size this truly is.
6,500 is a big level, you know, and we're coming up on it. We're about 3 handles away. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some kind of, you know, supply there. I'm looking for a vol spike here.
Yeah, they've just been slowly kind of pushing this down. All right, we're getting to an area for me here. I want to dabble. All right, they just made SPX go unch. Now we're red.
Yeah, for me, the speed of this is slow, Joe. So
yeah.
To me, it's like they just keep leaning on this bid. And look at the VIX, bro. It just keeps.
Yeah, a little bit. They're trying.
Just keeps pressing.
Probably a lot of hedging up here.
Yeah, I don't think this is done. But at some point, we're going to have a nice fucking sell. Okay, here we go. I'm going to, yeah. I think we're going lower, bro.
Yeah, my bias is still to the downside for now.
Oh man, this could get uglier than a lot of people think here. But we're gonna get a fat bounce at some point. Okay, this is the lows of the program from when the jobs number came out. And then remember, SPY, you still have possible. I mean, you there's
ES is looking for this pre-market low off the NFP candle. It's not far away here. Jerome, too late Powell from Trump. He's yapping.
He's not happy. What does he say? What does that say?
All right, first 0 day signal here. See if they respect this or not.
Yep. I like it. Look at how fast we fucking bounced off of it, too.
Yeah, you had to be quick.
Okay, I'm going to get ready for this inevitable bounce. But guess what? Everybody's looking for the same thing, and everybody who enters, they come right the fuck back out. So this hasn't capitulated yet to me. Brown man, I'm looking at those 70s that the guy stepped up to. And if you, I think he's on the 70 lines, which is what? Right, Joe? They came up and sold the 70s?
Yeah, they came up a little bit higher.
A little bit higher.
It's pinned. Check the pins.
Okay, I got it.
Check the pins. I mean, not necessarily for you. I meant it more for other people in the room. Got to get them in the habit of checking it.
Yeah, so brown man, we're getting some pretty spiky premium here, bro. I'm going to start. I'm going to start small. Super small. VIX doesn't want to push, though, man. So in reality, don't get too heavy on this and don't be too early. Because you're going to get fucking slapped. They smoked everybody on Tesla. Okay, I think here it is. I think now you start. All right, so I'm gonna start getting aggressive here. But I need to pick the right option. Okay. Did we get another 0 day signal too?
Yeah, we got another one here. They're still doing this a little heavy. I think I'm gonna take a stab though. Got to get a piece.
Yeah, I started to sell a little bit. I'm selling the 70 line. It's kind of close to the money, but I'm looking to get out quick on this though. You know. And remember, they're going to lean on this premium, so it's going to look worse before it gets better. Okay, and remember, you don't want to be too early on this. We could easily keep going.
Another VIX push here as well. I really want like a firm one. All right, they're going to try to take cues, I think, here back to Unch, and that's a decent spot.
Okay, I went ahead and got a 50 lot in. I'm looking for a significant bounce here. And then if we get it, I'm looking to come out right away. This is a nice bounce here so far. We got a couple handles. I should have went double long john here, but I didn't. And double long john means you short the puts and you go long calls. I'm looking for another 5 handles here at least, but I'm already up pretty nice on this. You know what? I'm going to take half off. Here we go. Let's go, guys. That was a fat 10 racks right there. I got a runner. Still holding the runner. Okay, we're going to talk about this trade shortly here. Still holding the runner. But again, guys, see how quick you have to be? That shit's no joke right there. That shit is no joke right there. I'm still holding the runner. Matter of fact, I'm not going anywhere on the runner. If anything, I may
Nice trade there, Yaya.
What did Yaya do? Oh, Yaya's back up in the room?
He's back.
Oh, shit, the motherfucker's back. Yaya. Selling secrets of the fucking sisterhood up in here. I'm still holding the runner on the short puts. So basically, I'm looking for the speed to slow down and the premium to slowly start to come off. This might take a while, you know? What did he trade? Was he in the ES? Oh, he got the put. Oh, he got the sell. Nice job, buddy.
Look at that last one. 20 fucking bucks.
Nice job, buddy. I think the reversal on the ADDQs, it said a lot. It said a lot.
That was a fat dump.
It said a lot about the strength of the rally.
Damn, they've already hammered this back down too.
Yeah, dude. Jaeger bombs. Okay, I'm still holding that runner. That's it. That's all I got right now. I'm down on that runner, but it's not much. And I'm just kind of waiting to see what the VIX does here. VIX fresh highs on the VIX. Yo, do you know how many people came in here bullish as fuck? Dude, Condor Man.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say this morning when we got the initial NFP and people were getting all gassed up to the long side. I'm like,
yep.
Chill. Doesn't mean shit yet. And it's the same thing too when we were looking at what JPM and Goldman Sachs were saying, where people were like, oh, that's funny. I'm like, it's like we haven't even started trading yet. Give it a minute.
It's a tough environment here. I'll tell you that much. To stretch that much, get people. Oh my God. GG. They started on PLTR. They're not going to wait. I just realized what's going on. Yo, GG, that's long swing, PLTR short, man. I think we got to take a look at it. Notice now, look at your ADD now. We're fucking negative. You know what I'm saying? Most names are just negative here.
Dun, 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 dun.
VIX ain't slowing down.
Yeah, they want to take the Qs. They took NQ already, red, but the Qs. Oh, my Qs are frozen. Time to clear the cache.
Clear the cache.
Very nice dump.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
I gotta say. Wow is all I gotta say. I mean, that's impressive. Guys, remember, the calls are still super pricey. You know, 30 handles out of the money is still super fucking pricey. So anybody who thinks we can't rally now and is just piling in short, Now, I'm not saying it won't work, but be careful. Be careful if you do it. I think we start slowing down a little bit so you get some premium dump here, but they're still going to make this look super weak.
Yeah, we're still red here on tick.
Yep. All right, let's go. Let's close up Vanquish here and let's go to room.
Yep. All right. So again, Vanquish is running a promotion right now. Free account, or not free account, 50% off your first account that you get plus a free reset. It's a pretty monster deal. If you're trying to do what we're doing into the advanced options plan, and we're going and selling premium every single day. You can scalp long, you can scalp short. There's plenty of ways to play it. So make sure you guys check them out. steamroom.trade/vanquish. Use code ZERODAY to get 50% off your first month and a free reset. And, for you guys that want to join us in our 0-day room, you can use the same code or code launch to get 50% off your first month at steamroom.trade/0day. We're going to close this down, head over to the room. We'll be in there all day with our peeps. Hope to see you guys in there. Lucci, anything to add?
Yo, today, honestly, this is a great lesson in you don't know shit. And the more you think you know, and the more you think you know what's going to happen, because we're getting that a lot in this 0-day stuff, especially folks who, want to adapt things to make things turnkey for themselves in the sense of, hey, if I do this, 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 and this, I get here. Although we have these types of strats for you, you still have to get to the level that I'm talking about and to get to the level where myself and Joe are, you have to spend the time. You have to spend the time using these tools and understanding how they work and when they move. And because you can get bias using tools. How many times have we seen that, Joe? Where you give somebody a tool and now all of a sudden they look at it and they're like, oh, okay, when I see this, I'll go ahead and do this. And they get fucking destroyed. Okay? You have to be dynamic with all this stuff. These markets are getting increasingly complex. You think you know something, so you want to martingale some shit, and then all of a sudden you got a blown up account here, So what we've done in the 0-day room is really kind of our mission, so to speak, is to just get rid of those useless trades for you, which unfortunately for most of us, it's all of them. It's half of the shit that we do. So that's what we kind of focus on here. Getting rid of the bias, getting rid of the emotion as much as possible. Of course, we're humans. We can't get rid of it. Okay? But what we can do is focus on probability and focus on high probable setups. All right? So join the room. If you don't have a sizable account enough to write options and that's what you want to do, Vanquish is the fucking place you got to be. And we got some good promos all around, so check them out.
Awesome. Get you guys on the next one.
Later, guys. Okay.